We're going to begin, though, with two big stories that could threaten the fragile U.S. economy. Wall Street suffered very heavy losses yesterday after China's biggest public protest in decades shook up investors who were worried, very worried about the disruption to global supply chains. And here in the United States, the threat of a railroad strike, a railroad strike, could disrupt holiday shipping big time. President Biden is now asking Congress to block that. Weijia Jiang is at the White House with more on this story. Weijia, good morning. A lot of people very nervous this morning.
Good morning, Gayle, and rightfully so, because both of these conflicts could disrupt the supply chain, which would send already high prices soaring even more. And in both cases, the White House is treading carefully, trying to make an impact without interfering, especially in China, amid years of mounting tensions between the U.S. and Beijing.
The move is rare and risky, rebuking the Chinese government, with some protesters even calling for President Xi Jinping to step down.
Xi Jinping!
Stronger police presence has curbed clashes with protesters over the country's zero COVID policy, which the White House criticized in a statement. It also said that everyone has the right to peacefully protest, but stopped short of offering support to the demonstrators.
The president's not going to speak for protesters around the world. They're speaking for themselves.
The Biden administration is treading cautiously, trying to stabilize relations with Beijing. The unrest in China has already led to tumbling stocks worldwide. It comes as here at home, the president asked Congress to intervene in a rail dispute and said a strike would hurl this nation into a devastating rail freight shutdown. Congress could push back the strike deadline, extend the negotiating period, force the two sides to use an arbitrator, or enact legislation to adopt an agreement. So far, all 12 unions involved have not approved a contract, and workers could walk out early next month. Mark Zandi is the chief economist of Moody's Analytics.
Over 1/4 of all of the goods are transported by rail. So if the rail industry is on strike, those things just won't get from the port to the store shelf. That'll add to shortages. Both these issues, the rail strike, potential rail strike, and what's going on in China around supply chains and COVID, threaten to make worse the inflationary problems that we're now facing.
Hundreds of businesses sent a letter to congressional leaders urging them to get involved and warning that a rail strike could cost the U.S. economy up to $2 billion a day. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said lawmakers would vote to impose an agreement this week to avoid a, quote, catastrophic strike, and then it'll be up to the Senate. Vlad.
Weijia, thank you very much.